We are coming to you live from George Shearer Athletic Park here in beautiful downtown Greenwood, as this afternoon Zaleski Sports brings you high school softball, a non-conference affair between Blair-Taylor and Loyal Greenwood. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Anderson here to bring you play-by-play for this afternoon's matchup. This is the BBD Sports pregame show. BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors. Shop two convenient central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and Abbotsford, or go online to BigBearDown.com. For once a somewhat pleasant day to play softball. We're not freezing. It's not 38 degrees and the wind blowing out in the northwest, although there is a pretty brisk breeze blowing in now from the southwest. And these two teams are looking forward to actually playing a game in decent weather, but rain is in the forecast, so we're going to kind of boogaloo to make sure we get everything in. Let's look first at the visiting Wildcats of Blair-Taylor. 4-4 on the season, 3-0 in the Dairyland Small Conference. Their last game was a 12-0 win versus Alma Central Lincoln on Tuesday. Pardon me. They will next take on they're going to play tomorrow. They play tomorrow at Pepin Alma, Friday the 18th. Looking at the Dairyland Small Conference, Blair-Taylor 3-0 in the conference, 4-4 overall. Pepin Alma in second, 2-0 and 4-1. In third place, Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran at 2-2 and 2-4 overall. In Cochrane Fountain City and Alma Center Lincoln in the tie for fourth, both 0-2 and 0-3. Each team has one win. That's Cochrane Fountain City and Alma Center Lincoln. So Blair-Taylor, the top of the Dairyland Small. We look at Loyal Greenwood, head coached by Heidi Ashbeck and Greg Brock. By the way, Greg Bratina is the head coach of Blair-Taylor. Loyal Greenwood still has not played a conference game. They're 0-0. They are 1-4 on the season. Their last game was last Saturday against Boyceville, which they lost 8-4. That was down at Woodside Athletic Complex in Mauston. Spent several days down there the last week or so. Nice facility, and then you got to play where the field is, available to play. It looks like Sam Zier is going to be behind the plate today, calling balls and strikes in blue. We look at the Clover Belt East, where Loyal Greenwood is a member of. Marshfield, Columbus, and Gilman each tied for first at 1-0. Columbus 4-1 on the season. Gilman 3-3. Then there's a three-way tie for third between Loyal Greenwood, Owen Withy, and Spencer. Each is yet to play a conference match. Loyal, as I said, is 1-4. Owen Withy 0-3. Spencer 1-2. And rounding out the last two spots, tied for sixth, Colby Abbey and Neilsville Granton, both 0-1 in the Eastern Clover Belt. Colby looking for their first win. Neilsville Granton 1-5 on the season. Other games tonight in the Dairyland Small Conference, just one. Cochrane Fountain City is at Alma Center Lincoln, and three games involving Eastern Clover Belt Conference teams. Auburndale is at Spencer, Gilman is at Thorpe, and Owen Withy is at Bloomer. This has been the BBD Sports pregame show. BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors. Shop two convenient central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and in Abbotsford, or go online at BigBearDown.com. And don't forget that our broadcast is brought to you in part by ShedsDelivered.com. Doing a little PA work for the teams here today. And I'll get rid of that music so they can hear what's going on.
Check 1, 2.
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to George Shearer Athletic Park for this afternoon's high school softball game featuring the visiting Wildcats of Blair-Taylor and Loyal Greenwood. Here's the defense for the Greyhounds. Reese Klitzman pitching this afternoon. Jordan Porter behind the plate. Lizzie Lindner is the first baseman. Braylee Suda at second. Addison Davidson at third. Tyson Lindner at shortstop. In left field is Carson Pank. In center, Liv Lucas. Maddie Suda in right field. The Loyal Greenwood is coached by Heidi Ashbeck and Greg Brock. The batting order for Blair-Taylor. Madeline Frederickson leads off. Batting second, Avery Peterson. Andy Beck bats third. Andrea Moldera bats fourth. Andrea Allison is the pitcher. And batting fifth. Batting sixth is Alyssa Smetna. Batting seventh is Landon Daffinson. Batting eighth, Frankie Zentraff. And batting ninth is Emma Wolfke. Wildcats are head coached by Greg Bratina.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Anderson here to bring you to this afternoon's softball matchup, non-conference, between the Wildcats and Loyal Greenwood. Joined up in the booth this afternoon by Jenny Mainsheen, the star of the popcorn commercial. Best popcorn in the land is in Greenwood. Leading off for Blair-Taylor is Madeline Frederickson. In the last couple minutes, the wind has really picked up. Defense for Loyal Greenwood. Reese Klinsman is pitching this afternoon. Jordan Corder, the catcher. Lizzie Lintner at first. Braylee Suda at second, Addison Davidson at third. Tyson Lintner at short. The outfield, left to right, Carson Pank, Liv Lucas, and Maddie Suda. 2-1 count to leadoff hitter Madeline Frederickson. Bunts fair. Klinsman will scoop. And beats it out. So a leadoff single for Madeline Frederickson on the bunt. Smith Brothers Meats. Get fresh meats and cheeses every day and let them cater your next event. Smith Brothers Meats in Colby, open Monday through Friday 8 to 6, Saturday 8 to 4. Another bunt. Runner goes. And Frederickson's going to be in there in time. Peterson squared the bunt. Frederickson took off. Team and Realty offers complete real estate and appraisal services to Clark County and beyond. Visit them at their Greenwood office or go online at teamandrealty.com. Swing and a miss. 0-2 to Avery Peterson. Andy Beck on deck. Right-hander Reese Klinsman for Loyal Greenwood, wearing the gray tops with the black pants and black sleeves. And a little number, it's going to drop in fair into right field. Frederickson's going to round third and hit the brakes. So back-to-back singles given up by Klinsman. Have runners at the corners with nobody out. And that'll bring up Andy Beck, the catcher. If you've never been to George Shearer Park, you're missing out. It's a great place to watch a game. Peterson will go to second. Really nice facility here in Greenwood. And the pitch. Sam Zier, you always know when it's a strike. He's very good at it, you know. That pitch high. Good snag for Quarter behind the dish. Get 2 for $6 cheeseburgers at A&W. That's, yes, yum. That's 2 cheeseburgers for $6 at your nearest All-American A&W food locations in Withee, Colby, Altoona, Cadott, and Spencer. Oof. You had me a cheeseburger. Kind of like the old Saturday Night Live skit, cheeseburger, cheeseburger. That pitch high. Full count now to Beck. The pitch popped up. It's going to go in the outfield. It's going to drop just on the dirt next to the lip. One is in, and Beck with an RBI single. And will advance to second. Peterson now at third. Still nobody out. And the cleanup hitter, Andrea Waldera, the batter. Blair-Taylor, always known for their softball. Got a good team. I believe Reese is a junior. I remember teaching her in kindergarten, so you kind of lose track. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Second year as a starting pitcher for Loyal Greenwood. Ground ball right to Klinsman. She'll look back the runner at third, go to first. And Lintner does not throw it home. So 1 out, 1 in. That'll put Beck at third. With 1 away, Andrea Alexson steps in. Ground ball, just foul down the third baseline. Addison Davidson manning the hot corner. Nice to see her back playing softball. Jenny and I were just talking about her before the game, and nice kid. All sorts of nice kids in Greenwood, and in Loyal too. And no doubt in Blair and Taylor as well. Fouled off, out of play. No, it didn't hit my car. I think I'm far enough away. I'm not going to. I didn't mind with the old Zaleski mobile, but the new one, it's twice the cost of my house was. Here's the pitch. Foul down first base. 0-2 the count. Don't pay more for appliances, pay less at Mid-City Appliances in Colby. New Overstock Scratch and Dent, they have them all. All brands, and they will service your appliances too. A family-owned business with a knowledgeable staff ready to serve. Mid-City Appliances, Highway 13, Colby. Pitch is high. 1-2, couldn't get her to chase. Bear Creek Canvas in Spencer is your pop-up camper canvas recanvassing specialist. Good luck to all the players and coaches in today's game from Bear Creek Canvas. Ooh, close. ZB Designs, looking for custom signs, banners, or apparel to make your event, or even lighted signs to make your businesses stand out? Stop by ZB Designs in Colby or call them at 715-223-7643. 2-2 to Alexson. Quarter scoops it. Alexson has worked the count full, 3-2. Well, Greenwood going with that tank top style jersey top. That pitch high for ball 4. Runners at the corners. And we've got a courtesy runner coming in. That's going to be number 10, Vita Curran. So Vita is in the game running as a courtesy runner. Got a little bit of a lull here. Whilst they do that, we'll talk about Metal Wholesale in Owen. They are your locally operated residential, farm, and commercial metal supplier. If you're looking to build or remodel and you need metal fast and you need metal right, ask your building contractor for the best in the business. Ask for Metal Wholesale. Metal Wholesale LLC, your professional metal manufacturer. Squares the bunt. Runner will go to second. They'll throw down the short. Throw home. And she's in safe. So Curran on the double steal. And Beck comes in to score the third run of the inning. Alyssa Smetna, the batter. Biedrich Smetna, who wrote the New World Symphony down in Iowa. He's from Eastern Europe and came to the United States. I mentioned that to the coach, and she looked at me like, what? I said, forgive me, I'm a music teacher. Spillville, Iowa. Two and one the count to Smetna. Curran is at second base. 3 runs in here in the top of the first for the Wildcats. Trying to dodge the raindrops. I hit a little bit of rain coming over. Popped up in the infield. It's going to get past Suda. Lucas will throw it in. Smetna with a single. Again, runners at the corners. Just one out. Landon Daffinson. There we go. Sorry about that, Landon. Pitch high. They fake the steal, and Smetna will cruise into second base. Loyal Greenwood will give up a run to get the out. The pitch. Ground ball foul. Center fielder Landon Daffinson. Midway Steel is incorporated as a family-owned wholesale steel distributor providing competitive pricing and high-quality steel services with delivery across Wisconsin. Located in Withee with 25 years of experience helping the industrial, agricultural, and construction industries, Midway Steel Incorporated, fair prices and good service. Ground ball foul on the third base line. Call Dolman Insurance to cover your business, farm, home, and auto. Dolman Insurance is an independent agency with offices in Greenwood and Thorpe. Go online to dolmaninsurance.com. Dolman Insurance, come for the rates, stay for the service. 0-2 the count. That pitch high, 1-2. Daffinson the batter. Zentgraf on deck. Daffinson the 7th hitter here in the top of the first for Blair-Taylor. The pitch. And down on strikes goes Daffinson on an off-speed pitch. Good one from Klinsman. 2 outs now. And Frankie Zentgraf, the left fielder. Runners at second and third. That pitch low and in. Jordan Corder, the senior, behind the plate for Loyal Greenwood. Darn good singer. The pitch. Fouled back out of play. Don't hit my car. No, I didn't mind the 2005 Ford 500 with the bad suspension. I couldn't drive it anymore because every time I hit a bump, I bottomed out, and I was afraid I was going to leave the wheelbase on the highway, so had to break down and Get that a new set of wheels. But I think after 225,000 miles, I can't complain. And it had been in an accident, so 3-1 to count. Enough about my cars. Let's get on to the game here. Stephenson struck out Zankgraf. 3-1 count to her. Runners at second and third. And that pitch hits the backstop, but it's ball 4. And the bases are loaded for number 9 hitter Emma Wothke. All right, my friends from Blair-Taylor, if I mispronounce a name, make sure you kind of leave a comment on the YouTube page. I'll get to it. Bases loaded, 2 outs. And the number 9 hitter in Wothke, the batter, takes strike 1. First left-handed hitter in the lineup for Coach Bratina. Call the ball. All the infielders for Loyal Greenwood wearing masks. You see that now. Pretty much, it's pretty commonplace now. That pitch way high. And the girls from Blair-Taylor, unless that ball skips way over to the right or the left, are just content to wait for a big hit or a walk. 2-1 the count to Wothke. Or Wothke, excuse me. Little number. It's going to go foul. Whitetail Properties Real Estate is your premier hunting land, farmland, and recreational land broker. If you're looking to buy or sell, Central Wisconsin agents are Brian and Evan Roosh at whitetailproperties.com. Full count now to Wothke. Bases loaded with 2 outs here in the top of the first. The windup in the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Second strikeout of the inning for Klinsman. But 3-run score for the ladies from Blair-Taylor here in the top of the first. Head to the bottom of the first. You're watching high school girls softball and Zaleski Sports. Brought to you today by ShedsDelivered.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Had to do a little bit of PA work there for my friends here at Loyal and Greenwood. Leading off will be Addison Davidson, the senior, number 1. Thank you. Two 2-0 to leadoff hitter Addison Davidson. in the Loyal Greenwood half of the first. Tyson Lintner on deck. Tyson, the rebounding machine, set the school record for most rebounds in a career for basketball, and Davidson draws a leadoff walk. Lintner steps in the bat. Strike one. She went. Strike two. Joe Anderson here bringing you to this afternoon's matchup between these two teams. Non-conference softball here from George Shear Athletic Park in Greenwood. Lintner fouls that one out of play, first base side. You always wonder when you go to a different ballpark why people don't park in certain spots. That's why. Foul balls. And down on strikes goes Lintner. And they've got Davidson in a pickle between first and second. And she gets out of it. That'll bring up Jordan Corder, senior, number 20. Pitch out, ball one. Best shot I could get for you this afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, to make sure you could see the plate and everything else. In the infield. When it's hit to the outfield, take my word for it, it's there. Andrea Alex in the pitcher. 2-1 in the count on Jordan Corder, the batter. Swing and a miss. Strike two. That wind has started to pick up. Gotta see what the temperature is out here, too. Yeah, it's going to... Fouled off. What did we used to do without phones? My gosh. I'd be so lost out myself. It's 58. The last game I did, it was 38. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. First base is open. She'll go to one, get the out. So Corder strikes out and is thrown out 2-3. As Davidson advances to third. Cleanup hitter Carson Pank. The left fielder steps in. That white Easton bat takes strike one. Blair-Taylor also wearing the all-black ensemble with full sleeves. And way ahead of that pitch. There is rain. You look at the radar, there's a lot of green, but we aren't having any rain here right now, thank goodness. And down on strikes goes Pink. Loyal Greenwood threatened but does not score. We head to the top of the second inning. 3-0 Blair-Taylor. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports. Brought to you today by ShedsDelivered.com.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
The Chastain Hesley Insurance Agency is your full-service agency in Pittsville and Loyal. They offer auto, home, business, farm, and life insurance from a variety of companies, including Progressive. Whatever you need to protect, let them provide you with a free quote. Chastain Hesley Insurance Agency, downtown Pittsville and Loyal. And JBC Screen Printing and Embroidery of Neillsville is the hometown team for all your screen printing, embroidery, and promotional product needs. For friendly, helpful service and competitive pricing, call JBC Screen Printing and Embroidery at 715-743-3113 or go online to jbcscreenprinting.com. Top of the second, 3-0 in favor of Blair-Taylor. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play of this afternoon's action. And Madeline Fredrickson with another bunt. Beats it out. Back-to-back bunts, single bunts for leadoff hitter Madeline Fredrickson. Get you in the right inning. Avery Peterson, the batter. She had a single, scored a run in the first. Fredrickson will go to second and be there a lot of time. Pops up. 1-0 count to Avery Peterson. And she's got a solid base hit to center. And that's going to drive in Fredrickson. Play at the plate. She's then standing up. Goes to second. And 2 times Liv Lucas has had to get the ball back into play. So an RBI single for Avery Peterson makes it 4-0. And Coach Greg Brock will come out and have a defensive conference, and while he does so, I'll make sure I get the scorebook done here, right? There we go. Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. Nobody out here, 1 run in here in the top of the second for Blair-Taylor. They increase their lead to 4-0. Avery Peterson at second, Andy Beck the batter. Reese Klinsman in the circle for Loyal Greenwood. The pitch, grounded foul past Davidson at third. Whether you're buying or selling, you can trust the Neillsville next home team of Julie Simic and Jake Ormond to guide you through the process. For commercial, residential, and land properties, Julie and Jake have the expertise you need. Call the next home professionals, Julie Simic and Jake Ormond in Neillsville today. Popped up. Suda makes the catch. That was sort of, oh, she got it. So Beck is out. You know, we can giggle about it, but what she did was the right thing. 2 hands. That's what made sure to ensure the catch. Waldero, the batter for Blair-Taylor. 1 away, 1 on. Big swing and a miss. Waldero grounded out to Klinsman in the first. One down, 1 in, 1 on. Here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch from Klinsman. Slapped solid to left field. That's going to bring in another run. Pink gives chase. And a RBI double for Andrea Waldera. And another run in for the Wildcats. And it's 5-0 with one out. Andrea Alexson will step in and bat. Now for the Wildcats. The pitch, high for a ball. Waldera drew a walk in the first and got stranded at third. Fouls that one away. The next time you shop for insurance, call Brad Krecklow and Ian Pierce, your full-service rural mutual insurance agents in Marshfield. You can reach them at 715-384-2826. And another strike. Good pitch for Klinsman there. Again, we welcome our friends from both Loyal and Greenwood and Blair and Taylor. Thanks for tuning in this afternoon. I'll check the YouTube page here in a couple minutes. And that's just going to drift foul. Davidson let it roll foul. One and two, the count to Alexson. Blair-Taylor's got a pretty darn nice softball diamond as well. I did a sectional final there a couple years ago. Swing and a miss. And we got a collision at first. I think the run is going to score. Okay. So what happened is Alexson struck out. Corder dropped the third strike. First base was open. Corder went down to throw the ball to the first baseman, Lizzie Lindner. Had trouble corralling it and got toppled over. So Alexson's going to be at first base. That run does count. And they have brought in Vida Curran to courtesy run for Andrea Alexson. So that is a strikeout, but she reaches on the drop third strike and couldn't complete the 2-3 putout. Good to see Lizzie Lindner back up on her feet, ready to go. Ball skips through Corder's legs, and Curran thought about even digging for third. The pitch. Strike. 1-1 the count with one away. Two have come in here in the top of the second for Blair-Taylor. They now lead 6-0. And a high fly ball to center. It's going to drop in the dirt. And everybody freezes. Curran stays at second. Smetana, the batter there. With a base hit. Now you've got infield fly rule situation as Landon Daffinson steps into bat. I always talk about the infield fly rule because now I understood it. It took me only 25 years of umpiring to finally get it right. You don't think about it. You're like, oh. Bunt, just foul. Daffinson, the strikeout victim in the first. Curran at second, Smetana at first. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurance. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives, one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. Bunt, fouled off. And ShedsDelivered.com is your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. See their display lots in Marshfield, Medford, and Wisconsin Rapids. And get more information by going online to ShedsDelivered.com. 2-2 now the count to Daffinson. Yeah, I think the reason why Greenwood won the popcorn challenge was Jenny Mainsheen giving me the popcorn. Davidson down on strikes. 2 outs now. Yeah, God bless Jenny. She always brings us popcorn when we do basketball games. They give us water, they give us popcorn, and treat us really nice when we come to Greenwood. That's why we like coming over here. Frankie Zencraft, the batter, walked in the first, stranded at first. Number 8 hitter, and the 8th batter of the inning. Left fielder for the Wildcats. Klinsman, the windup and a pitch. In the dirt, Quarter knocks it down. BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer. Shop 2 convenient Central Wisconsin locations in Cadott and in Abbotsford, or go online to bigbeardown.com. Wind starting to pick up again. Fouled back off the screen. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered at the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. Two and two the count with 2 away. 2 on. Pitch in the dirt. And the runners advance. Curran now to third. Smetna at second. Fouled out of play. Culligan Water specializes in all your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Full count to Frankie Zentgraf with 2 on, 2 away. And draws the walk. And another bases loaded situation for Loyal Greenwood. And the number 9 hitter in the lineup, Emma Wathke, struck out to end the first. Only left-handed batter for Coach Bratna. Klinsman starts her out with a strike. One thing you got to watch out for if you're the Wildcats, you don't want to run yourself out of the inning. Klinsman gets the grip, gets the sign, the windup, and the pitch. High for a ball. Klinsman, the pitch. In the dirt. That is the key to high school softball and baseball. Softball, if you've got a kid who can throw strikes consistently and get innings, and in baseball, if you got 2 starters that can do the same, you're going to be in good stead. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 or strike 1. No, it is 3-2. Full count, runners will go on the pitch. And an RBI walk for Emma Wathke will bring in another run as Curran scores. Brings up the top of the order. And Madeline Fredrickson, the batter. Slaps one down the left field line, foul. Hiller's True Value is Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. Check out current promotions and get great deals on Milwaukee tools today from the people you can depend on. Hiller's True Value of Marshfield. Low for a ball. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Another ball. Two runs have come in. 3 runs have come in, that is, for Blair-Taylor here in the second. Ground ball up the middle. Through the defense. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. So a 2 RBI double for Maddie Fredrickson. Brings in Smetna and Zentgraf. Wathke is advanced to third, and Fredrickson is at second. Always hard to get that third out. Pitch high. Got a pretty nice crowd watching online today. Pitch in the dirt. Wathke at third. Fredrickson at second. Peterson, the batter. She is the 11th batter of the inning. Ball inside and draws a walk. Bases loaded again for the Wildcats. Leave a positive comment on the YouTube page. I'll recognize you on the air this afternoon. Beck hits one high, right field. Suda can't make the catch. And all 3 come in, so 3 RBIs for Beck. An 3 RBI double clears the bases for Blair-Taylor as they were going on contact. That'll bring up Andrea Waldera. 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. We're still in the second. Make sure I get Peters or Beck at second base on your scoreboard. A very long inning for Loyal Greenwood. Several runs coming in with 2 outs. And hits where the fielders just can't complete the process. Ball low. Beck will take a couple of steps off. It's now 12-0 here in the top of the second. Strike called. 2-1 the count to Waldera. Beck at second. 9 runs have come in here in the second inning. Waldera, the 13th batter of the inning for the Wildcats. Count now at 2-2. Fly ball, center field. Going to drop for a base hit. That'll bring another run in. Beck will score. So an RBI single for Andrea Waldera. That'll bring up Andrea Waldera as a, pardon me, Andrea Alexson, that is. See, it's a little flare. Tyson Lintner will catch it to end the inning. And quite an inning it was for Blair-Taylor. They score 10 runs in the second and lead after an inning and a half, 13-0. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you today by ShedsDelivered.com.
Take your valuable possessions from outdoors to indoors with help from ShedsDelivered.com. It's your one-stop shop for sheds, barns, cabins, garages, greenhouses, chicken coops, and hunting blinds, all crafted by skilled Amish artisans. Headquartered in Loyal, Rod and April make it easy. Just visit ShedsDelivered.com to design your perfect structure. With short lead times and free delivery and installation, Sheds Delivered is the smart choice for outdoor storage. That's ShedsDelivered.com. Go today.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no-obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Bottom of the second inning here at Greenwood as the Wildcats of Blair-Taylor have really taken it to Loyal Greenwood. They lead 13-0 here in the bottom of inning number 2. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play. 10 runs scored in the second inning on 7 hits. They left 1. Klinsman struck out 2 but walked 3. And a lot of those runs scored with 2 outs. This is Reese Klinsman, the batter, her first at bat. Loyal batted 4 in the first. Klinsman, the number 5 hitter. Lizzie Lintner on deck for Loyal Greenwood. 20-minute second inning. And Lintner down on strikes. Or pardon me, Klinsman down on strikes for the first out. First baseman Lizzie Lintner. Fouls that one off, strike 1. Again, friends, you want to get a shout out on the air, leave a positive comment on the YouTube page. And had somebody watching from Arizona the other night. It was 38 degrees in the press box, and it was 90 in Phoenix. That was one of those. Thanks a lot. I have relatives that live in Florida and the Caymans, and I always think when it's below 0, I want to call my aunt and ask her if I can just clean her pool and live in a shed out by the pool for about 3 months. I am not a snow person. The pitch, high for a ball. And it can't snow anymore because I took the snowblower off today. Snowblower came off the lawn tractor. 3-1 count to Lindner. Fouls that one out of play, full count. Braley Suda on deck for Loyal Greenwood. Andrea Alexson pitching a gem here. Struck out 3, actually 4. Ground ball, scooped up by Smetana over to first. And Waldera with a nice catch to get the put out. 2 up, 2 down. And left-handed hitting Braley Suda. Two out, space is empty. Popped up, playable. Peterson makes the catch. In a 1-2-3 inning for Loyal, we head to the top of the third. All Wildcats as they lead 13-0. You're watching high school softball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
After a couple years of this, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That's where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Got a passion for helping people? Maybe you like cars. Are you into science? Are you good with computers? No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options. Stop getting by and level up today.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
Pitching change. Oh, I got to put my headset on. Here we go. Pitching change for Loyal Greenwood. Carson Pank, right? Carson Pank. There we go. Is now in the circle for Loyal Greenwood. Klinsman with 2 innings, 11 hits, walked 5, struck out 4. 13 runs scored in her time in the circle for Loyal Greenwood. Addison Davidson has moved to second. Andrea Wilkie now in left. And Reese Klinsman has moved to third. Leading off the third for Blair-Taylor is Alyssa Smetana. Three in the first, 10 in the second for Blair-Taylor. And new pitcher Carson Pank. Foul out of play. That hit a car, but I don't think it was mine. Could hit anybody else's car, I don't mind. That's not mine. Nice off-speed pitch, got a strikeout on Smetana. We'll get you in the right inning, friends. There we go. 1 down brings up Landon Daffinson. Fly ball to right field. Suda makes the catch. Good catch from Eddie Suda. 2 up, 2 down. That brings up Frankie Zentgraf. Frankie with a walk and a run scored. Ball one. Thanks for tuning in this afternoon, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege and an honor to be able to come into your homes to bring you games, or if you're watching on your phone or any other device. We don't take it lightly that you tune in to watch. We appreciate your viewership, and we appreciate our sponsors. Fouled off. Carson Pink, who started and left this afternoon, now in the circle for Loyal Greenwood. Davidson and Lintner up the middle defensively. There's Lintner. Knocks it down. Throws it over to first. Beats it out. So a single for Zentgraf. A 2-out single brings up the number 9 hitter in Emma Wothke. A walk and a strikeout and an RBI for Emma. Scored one of those 10 runs in the second inning for Blair-Taylor. Swing and a miss on off speed. Boy, Pink has got a nice off-speed pitch. Has Wothke 0-2. Pitch in the dirt. 1-2. The pitch. High fly ball, left center, right center field. Suda with the catch. Nice job, Maddie Suda. 2 putouts in the inning for number 13. Unscathed goes Loyal Greenwood here in the third inning. Head to the bottom of the third, 13-0, Blair-Taylor. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Tired of hearing about checking account features? So are we. It's more about what you can do with your money to live the life you want. Forward Bank puts your access to everything you need in the palm of your hand. Mobile deposit, recurring digital payments, transfer funds, or pay a friend easily. Yes, our checking is free and includes all that you would expect. It's supported by your neighbors and friends at Forward, dedicated to serving our communities. Open online today at forward.bank.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcast. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of high school softball. Joe Anderson here to bring you play-by-play of this afternoon's matchup. Non-conference between Blair-Taylor of the Dairyland Small and Loyal Greenwood of the Clover Belt East. Bottom of the third inning. And leading off is Maddie Suda, the right fielder, who had 2 putouts in the top of the third. Good catches by number 13. Allison, the pitcher, yet to give up a run. Fouled off. She's yet to give up a hit. Struck out 4, walked 1. She did walk 1. But with a pretty good 13-run cushion here in the bottom of the third. Call the ball. And down on strikes. Down on strikes was Maddie Suda. Liv Lucas. The batter for Loyal Greenwood here, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. And a swing and a miss for strike one. Addison Davidson, the leadoff hitter on deck. The only base runner so far for Loyal Greenwood in this matchup. The pitch, outside for a ball. The pitch, inside for a ball. One out, bases empty, 2-1 count to Lucas. Make it 3-1. Overcast afternoon. Some chance of spotty rain here and there. We've been dry so far. And only the second walk given up by Alexson. And only the second base runner for Loyal Greenwood this afternoon. Top of the order in Addison Davidson. Pitch outside. Remember that once that ball is in the pitcher's hand in the circle, the runner's got 1 second to either advance or go back to the base they occupy. Strike call, 1-1 the count to Davidson. The pitch. Call the ball. Andy Beck doing a nice job behind the plate this afternoon for Blair-Taylor. Ground ball, could be 2. Peterson scoops it. She'll go to 1. And didn't quite have a good throw. So Davidson will reach as Lucas advances to second. First time Loyal has had a runner in scoring position this afternoon. That'll bring up Tyson Lintner. Struck out in the first. Held up. Want to know to count to Lintner. The pitch. Foul out of play. Strike one. 200 to straightaway center field. Well, pretty much 200 all the way around. Alexson's pitch. Call the ball. Starting to struggle here in the bottom of the third. Andrea Alexson had only walked one batter. Has walked one here in this inning. Ground ball to right field. And they hit the brakes. As Lucas will hear the brakes hitting. Liv Lucas hit the brakes. Rounding third, Coach Brock held her up. And now a chance to get some runs for the for Loyal Greenwood here. In the bottom of the third, bases loaded, 1 out. And Jordan Corder, big spot for her, a strikeout victim in the first. First real scoring threat for Loyal Greenwood this afternoon. Lucas at third, Davidson at second, popped up. It's going to be out of play over first base side. Lucas at third, Davidson at second, and Lintner at first. In a count 0-2 to Jordan Corder. One away here. LG looking to get on the board here in the third. And they're going to. Base hit for Corder. It's going to be extra bases. 1 runner's in, 2 runs are in. They're going to hold up Lintner at third. So 2 runs. A 2-run single for Jordan Corder. And LG's on the board. Corder now at second base. Now 13-2. 13-2. It's still one out. Carson Pank. Strikeout victim in the first. And Alexson struggling here in the third. She was cruising through two. He only faced 7 batters, and now in this inning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 batter of the inning. Fly ball center field. Deffinson makes the catch. And a sac fly for Pank for the RBI. Quarter got in on time. And a courtesy runner coming in for Loyal Greenwood. That's going to be number 33, Nikki Engelbretson. Nikki Engelbretson in the game. It's a courtesy runner. She's at second base with 2 outs. And Reese Klinsman, the batter. Good catch by Deffinson out in center. Nearly doubled up. Quarter at second. My audio is all garbled? Well, that's not good. Oh yeah, we got the frogs. I think I know what I have to do. Well, let's see if we fixed it. Fly ball to right center is going to drop. They're going to send Engelbretson home. Play at the plate. She's in, standing up. So another run comes in for LG. 3 runs here in the bottom of the third. 4 actually. Lizzie Lindner with the batter. Reese Klinsman at first. 4 runs in here for LG in the bottom of the third. May have to do a little finagling in between innings here. So be patient with me. 2 outs. And down on strikes. Goes Lindner. 4 runs for LG here in the bottom of the third. Don't panic. We're going to do a little bit of tech work, and we'll be back here in a couple of minutes. You're watching high school softball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you today by ShedsDelivered.com. Well, let's see if it's better. Think I fixed the audio. At least I... Well, let's see if it's better. Ah, there it is. I was going to say the guy's like a Junkyard Diggs. Not sure if it's fixed, but it's different. Okay. We'll catch up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits. Thanks, Gary, for the heads up. Every once in a while, technology likes to kick you in the shins. And a base hit off of Addison Davidson. That was Addison Letcher pinch hitting here in the fourth. So Letcher at first base. And get caught up here on everything. And a hit batter. Letcher will move to second. Peterson just hit by the pitch. We'll go to first. Get caught up here. There we go. Strike called. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. And Veda Curran, the batter. Pinch hitting for Andy Beck here. Yeah, Gary, yeah, I know I did it. Now, a couple years ago, I would have panicked and not known what to do, but under the tutelage of Mr. Jason Zaleski and Trevor Zaleski and Isaac Eagle and Steve Maves, I've kind of figured out how to make it work. Now, I'm knocking on wood when I say that. Popped up. It's playable. Suda. Oh! Nice catch. Maddie Suda in Fuego. Boy, she's had several putouts there. Her first attempt, not so good. But boy, she's been on fire here in the last couple innings. And this young lady was not mentioned in pregame, but it's number 8 pinch hitting here for Blair-Taylor. And she's going to hit a flare to right field. They're going to send Curran in with the run. So an RBI single for number 8 as Letcher scores. Peterson at third. And Kaylee Benedict now pinch hitting in the 5 spot. So Coach Bratina putting in subs here in the 4th. Getting some of his reserves, some at-bats, leading 14-0. Or 14-4, excuse me. Second inning of work for Carson Penk. Throw back to third. And runner advances to second. Yeah, every once in a while we get kind of weird audio. I kind of sound like somebody from a horror movie. But then again, I've been told I have a face for radio. 40 years ago, I was skinny and had hair. Now look at me. Ugh. All right, 2-0 the count. Pitch inside for ball 3. Runners at second and third, 1 out. And Benedict, the batter, slaps a fly ball. It's going to drop for a base hit. 1 is in. Calls are safe. So Peterson came in with run number 15. Benedict with an RBI single. Ends up at second. And the mystery player number 8 at third. When I spoke with the coach before the game, she gave me 3 subs, and that was it. And number 8 was not one of them. So my apologies for that. 15-4 now. Still one out. And this is Alyssa Smetna. Alyssa, single strikeout. Scored a run. The pitch from Pink. Strike. Right down Broadway. The windup and the pitch. Fouled back. Got a piece of it. Remember those chants that the Marshfield softball players used to do? We got a piece of it, but we want all of it. Pitch from Pink. In the dirt. I'll tell you, Jordan Corder has done very well behind the dish for Loyal. The catcher's done very well for both teams, both Beck and Corder. And by the way, thanks, Gary, for chiming in. Fouled off. Anyone else wants to leave a comment, please feel free to do so. Gary Bry, one of our dedicated viewers. 2-2 the count with one away to Smetna. Count now full, 3-2. Yeah, thank you for closing that door, by the way. Jenny Mainsheen up here sharing the press box with me, and it was like, boy, it got kind of quiet. It's like, oh, the door's closed. Reese Klinsman went 2 innings. This is the second inning of work for Carson Pink for LG. And draws a walk to Smetna. 1 out, bases loaded. Landon Daffinson. The pitch. Foul down the left field line. LG with 2 awfully long innings on defense, 20 minutes each for the first 2. Third inning went fairly quickly, but now we're approaching about 10 minutes on this one. Fouled over our heads. About 10 minutes? Yeah. Two doubleheaders for me next week. A doubleheader on Monday in Loyal and a doubleheader on Tuesday in Owen Withee. Baseball on Monday, softball Tuesday. Little number, foul. Klinsman, nice catch to get Daffinson. But as I've always said, it's always most difficult to get that third out. And the number 8 hitter, Frankie Zentgraf, with a walk, and a single and a run scored on the afternoon. And even with those long innings, this game has kind of moved along. It's started at 4:30, and it's about an hour and 15 minutes. Oof. Could be trouble. It's going to drop for a base hit. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. So 8 scores, and Alexson scores. Smetna advances to third, and 2 RBIs for Zentgraf. And number 4 is going to pinch hit. She's not also listed on my list of players. Again, went to the coaches and asked who the subs are going to be. And number 4 and number 8 were not included. But I know our friends from Blair and Taylor know who they are. All right. 2 outs. 4 runs in here in the top of the 4th for Blair-Taylor. And St. Graf is going to advance to second. Number 8's first name is Abby. Or number 4, that is. Swing and a miss. And no, she fouled it off. Would have been another quick play at first base. Strikeout and then a 2-3 put out. 0-2 to number 4. And she slaps a single to right center. That's going to bring in 2 more. So Abby, 2 RBI single. And top of the order, this is Letcher again batting. Letcher's second at bat here in the 4th. Reached on a single. One on, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. 19-4. Three and 1 the count to Letcher. She pops it up. It's going to be out of play. Oh, makes the catch, did Quarter, to end the inning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more come in for Blair-Taylor here in the 4th. And they have a commanding 19-4 lead. We'll be back after these messages. You're watching High School Softball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center. The tools you trust from the people you can depend on. Shop the store within a store and find what you're looking for.
That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. Now that's what I was looking for. Looks like you found what you're looking for.
We redesigned our store to offer the biggest selection of Milwaukee tools.
A selection so big you'll need a map to find your way out.
Hiller's True Value in Marshfield, Central Wisconsin's Milwaukee Tool Destination Center.
BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer. They have turkey calls, decoys, and more from HS Strut, Mojo, and Woodhaven. Food plot seed and mineral from Big & J, Real Deal, Big Tine, and Whitetail Magic. And a wide variety of Big Bear Down scent sprays and bear bait. By the bag, by the barrel, and by the truckload. 2 convenient Wisconsin locations or online at BigBearDown.com.
Bottom of the fourth inning here in Greenwood. Leading off is number 9, Andrea Wilkie. New pitcher for Blair-Taylor is Kaylee Benedict. Andrea Alexson pitched 4 hits, no walks, 6 strikeouts. 1 walk. Struck out 6. 3 runs came in. And a leadoff walk for Wilkie. And this is Maddie Suda, the batter. And we may have, since it's a 15-run difference, we may be done after this, I think. So if it's 15 after 3, that's a foul ball down the third baseline. Smetana gave chase over at third base. Maddie Suda 0 for 1. Back in time. Wilkie got back there just in time. Ground ball foul. And down on strikes goes Maddie Suda for the second time today. 1 down. Brings up the number 9 hitter, Liv Lucas. Liv Lucas with a walk and scored a run. And she fouls the first pitch off. LG's going to have to score at least a run to keep this game going. Snap back to first base. Andrea Wilkie is living life on the edge. Thank you, Jaden, for chiming in. Mary Jane Flynn was 8. And a base hit for Lucas. Wilkie now at second. Lucas at first. Get the base runners on there for you. Sorry about that. Thanks, Jaden, for chiming in on that. This is Addison Davidson leading things off. She takes strike 1. I always know when people chime in, they're watching. And we appreciate your viewership. So we give credit to Mary Jane Flynn and Abby Rolbicki. I hope I'm saying that correct. For the ladies from Blair-Taylor. Sky's starting to get a little bit darker here. And a base hit to left. That'll hold Wilkie at third. 1 out. And LG with a chance here with Tyson Lintner coming up. Base is loaded. And Lintner, they'll get the run. And Lucas is wiped out for the second out. Wilkie comes in to score. And Jordan Corder, the batter. And with that run, we continue on to the 5th. It's 15 runs after 3. And it's now back to a 14 run margin. So we will play 5. It is 10 runs after 5. Corder takes strike 1. 3-1 count now with 2 away. Lindner at first. Davidson at second. Lucas at third base is empty, Joe. Had to put out there. Here's the pitch. Corder. And got her out unassisted. So good play by Smetna for out number 3. We move to the 5th. 15-4 in favor of the ladies from Blair-Taylor. We are bringing you high school softball and Zaleski Sports, brought to you by ShedsDelivered.com.
BBD Sports Shop is your one-stop headquarters for everything outdoors this summer. They have turkey calls, decoys, and more from HS Strut, Mojo, and Woodhaven. Food plot seed and mineral from Big & J, Real Deal, Big Time, and Whitetail Magic. And a wide variety of Big Bear Down scent sprays and bear bait. By the bag, by the barrel, and by the truckload. 2 convenient Wisconsin locations or online at BigBearDown.com.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
We play on here in the 5th. LG scratched to run over, make it 19-5. So a 14-run difference, and we will play through the 5th. 3 in the first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the second. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There should have been 10 in the second. And then in the 4th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So somehow I misplaced a run in inning number 2. And leading off, that's going to be extra bases. She's going to dig for third. And Avery Peterson with a big hit to right center field with a leadoff triple here in the 5th. Andy Beck will bat here. Double check that. That is Andy Beck batting again. Curran was the pinch hitter in the 4th. Runner at third with nobody out here. Pank, the pitch, off speed, called a strike. Nice changeup. Skies are getting a little bit darker. They have been predicting rain on and off. We have yet to get sprinkled on yet. Another off-speed pitch for a strike. Jenny's checking the radar. This field does have lights, but I don't know if we'll need them. Pitch in the dirt, And a base hit to center field. That'll bring in one. And she's digging for three. And back-to-back triples for Blair-Taylor. Back to a 15-run differential. Andy Beck never stopped running. Andrea Waldera, the batter. That pitch bounces in. Still nobody out here in the top of the fifth. 10 in the second inning for Blair-Taylor. They led 13-0 after 2. And 19-4 after 3. LG scored 1 run in the bottom of the fourth to reduce the difference in runs to 14, so we play on here in the fifth. Gary and Jaden are watching. Swing and a miss. 2-2 the count to Waldera. Waldera with a ground out, a double, an RBI single. Slaps one, but it's going to be fouled on the left field line. Fly ball to right. Suda can't catch that one. And Waldera with an RBI single to right. And she'll end up at second base. As Beck scores. Kaylee Benedict pinch hitting here. Second at bat for her. She had an RBI single in the fourth. So Benedict the batter. Waldera at first, or at second. 2 runs in here in the top of the fifth for the Wildcats. And it might be another one. Back goes Lucas. Makes the catch in center. Guns it back in. But a sac fly for Benedict for the first out. Alyssa Smetana, the batter. Ground ball, scooped up at third. Klinsman over to first. Nice catch by Lindner. Good scoop. So 2 away. And a little ground ball. Klinsman will glove it. And can't get the throw It's going to be an E5. And Daffinson is now at second. This should be Frankie Zentgraf, and she's hit by a pitch. And the majority of the runs for Blair-Taylor today have been scored with 2 outs. Emma Wathke. So Zentcraft the batter. No, Wathke, excuse me. A pitch high for ball. 3-1 the count. To Wathke with 2 outs. Zentgraf at second. Ground ball. Scooped up and over to first for the 3rd out. Five in the books. Head to the bottom of the 5th. Last chance for the ladies from Loyal Greenwood. You're watching high school softball on Zaleski Sports, brought to you today by ShedsDelivered.com.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Last chance for LG here in the bottom of the 5th. Needing 7 runs here. Second inning of work on the circle for Kaylee Benedict for Blair-Taylor. Carson Pink grounded right to third. Smetana, and we'll get the put out. Wasn't pretty, but it counts. Pink thrown out, 5-3. 1 up, 1 down. Four in the 3rd and 1 in the 4th for LG. Nikki Engelbretson will step in to pinch hit here. Nikki Engelbretson, number 33. Ground ball scooped up by Peterson. Over to first, in time for the out. Two away, last out for LG here. Lizzie Lintner, the batter. Takes a ball. Ball 2. Fouls that one out of play. 2-1 to count to Lintner. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. And they need 8 runs to keep this game alive. Strike called. Fly ball, foul down the first baseline. Two and 2 the count. Full count to Lizzie Lintner. The pitch. Ground ball. Benedict. Waldera. Ball game. Big win for Blair-Taylor as they achieved the commanding win over LG by the final score of 22-5. Stay tuned for the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fury, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fir, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Who are we interviewing?
Nobody's gonna be like, they got him. I forgot. I'm sorry. Can Andy come I can't.
Okay, we should be right about here. Should be okay. Come on over. I won't bite you. All right, welcome back to the Zaleski Sports broadcast. I think we should be over here. There now. I think we can be seen. All right, we're back here from Zaleski Sports. This is the Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get those fresh cheese curds in Marshfield or Curtis, or log on to NasonvilleDairy.com. Blair-Taylor with the 22-5 victory over Loyal Greenwood here this afternoon. I got to see who am I with here again?
Andy Beck, Madeline Fredrickson.
Boy, you girls really took it to LG today. What were you seeing when you were at bat from the Loyal pitching?
It was a little slower than we were used to, but it was just something we had to change and adjust to.
We knew we had to be more patient than usual and sit back and just drive like we can.
Okay. Boy, I'll tell you, Andrea Alexson really pitched a ball game, didn't she?
Yeah, for a freshman, she's doing amazing.
Yep. She's a freshman?
Yeah.
And you're the catcher, right?
Yes.
You did very well behind the plate today.
Thank you.
And let's see, I got to make sure I get number 15. I'm old. Madeline, you had it. Let's see, what did you do today? Single, double, single, double, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored. That's pretty impressive. What do you think?
I think I'm pretty happy with it. I sat back like I should, got my bunts down like Brat likes, so it's a good day.
Okay. Well, we're going to put you in the house. Have you ever done this before?
No.
Okay, I'm going to hand you the mic, and I'm going to get out of the way and count to 3, and you're going to say what your name is, and then you're going to hand the mic to her, and you're going to say what your name is, and you'll hold it in between and say, and we're in the house.
Okay.
Okay? And say it nice and loud, be proud. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Andy Beck.
Madeline Fredrickson. And we're in the house.
Great. Thank you very much, girls. Have a happy Easter.
Thank you.
All right. Big win today for Blair-Taylor, 22-5. Avery Peterson, 3 for 3 with 5 runs scored. Andy Beck, 3 for 3 with 3 runs scored. Andrea Waldera, 2 RBIs, went 3 for 4. And 2 for 2 for Frankie Zinkraff. 2 walks and 2 runs scored. Leading hitters for LG, Tyson Linder was run for 2 in the afternoon. She was pretty much their leading hitter for the day. Pitching line, the loss goes to Reese Klinsman. 2 innings, 11 hits, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts, 13 runs scored while she was on the hill. Carson Pink pitched 3 innings, 9 hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 hit batter, and 9 runs scored on her time in the circle. The winning pitcher today for Blair-Taylor, Andrea Alexson, 3 innings, 4 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts, 4 runs scored. And Kaylee Benedict came in and pitched 2 innings, 2 hits, a run, a walk, and a strikeout for number 5 on the circle for Blair-Taylor. Big win this afternoon again for the Wildcats of Blair-Taylor. They improve on the season to 5-4. Loyal Greenwood slips to 1-5 in the season. Well, great game here this afternoon at Shearer Park, Athletic Park here in Greenwood. Hope you enjoyed watching our game this afternoon. Joe Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. Happy Easter, everybody. Again, final score, Blair-Taylor 22, Loyal Greenwood 5. Have a great evening.